Nothing in this world has concrete meaning. At the end of the day, price is merely a perception, nothing more, nothing less. And that's great news. While large companies can afford expensive pricing research, you can apply just psychology for your print-on-demand products. In this video, I'm gonna talk about different kinds of psychological pricing strategies for print-on-demand products, what type of pricing strategy best works for what item, how I price my own print-on-demand products, and then I will share with you an Excel file where I have calculated and shown the profit margin for the Redbubble store for each psychological pricing strategy. As a child, I used to wonder why prices were never rounded up. I assumed it was to make them seem cheaper than they were, and it worked on me. Before going to the classification, I want to explain what does psychological pricing mean. Psychological pricing is a strategy based on the idea that certain prices psychologically affect consumers in different ways to make the purchase. Capitalism is complex and simply marking a price down isn't enough to maximize profits. That's why marketers employ psychological tactics to gain an edge. We like to think we are above these Jedi mind tricks and we have an abundance of choices, but studies have shown they can work. Based on some psychological facts, you can price your print-on-demand products in 3 different ways, and those are charm pricing, prestige pricing, pricing with fewer syllables. You have seen this kind of pricing many times when you shop, and this type of pricing is known as charm pricing. It refers to the use of prices ending in the number 9 or 5. Because of this left digit bias, customers think psychologically that they are saving 1 cent or 5 cents, and it influences them to purchase. For example, your brain processes $3 and $2.99 as different values. To your brain, $2.99 is $2, which is cheaper than $3. In a study noted in the book Priceless, charm prices outsold rounded prices by 24%. How about this pricing? The full whole number or in the 10th formation. This pricing format is known as even pricing or prestige pricing. The psychology behind of using this even or prestige pricing is that rounded number feels right because the purchase is being driven by feelings and the price is processed quickly. It doesn't look like a discounted price, and people have an ego issue in purchasing a luxurious or emotional item at a discounted price. They just don't care. It refers to a price ending in a whole number or tens like $60 or $60.50. Luxury brands tend to use even pricing to create a perception of premium. If we see the Nike website, we can see they use the even pricing strategy for their products. But when it's about discounted price, then they go for charm pricing or odd pricing strategy. There is another kind of pricing strategy that is very close to ad or charm pricing, but not exactly that it is. If I consider these 2 prices, then the first one has more syllables than the second one. The first one is twen, t, se, when, a, t, 2. So total 7 syllables are in here. But for the second one, twen, t, 8, 6, 10, and there are total 5 syllables. Prices always seem cheaper with fewer syllables. I don't need to say the price out loud. But according to Dihane, who is a French author and cognitive neuroscientist, our brain encodes the phonetic version regardless. So, in that sense, the second price $28.16 seems cheaper than the first one $27.82. Many retailers are following this kind of pricing strategy with fewer syllables. You can also use this tactic for your print-on-demand products. Now let's see what pricing strategy should be best for what items. First, I'm giving a short idea about profit margin. I have divided print-on-demand products into 2 categories. One is regular item and the second one is premium or emotional item. What products are premium or emotional items, I just wrote it down here, as well as regular items. Usually you should set your profit margin higher for the premium type. It's from 35 to 40%. And for the regular type, it's best to keep this profit margin from 20 to 30%. Prestige pricing strategy works best with luxurious and expensive items for your print on demand. If I talk about duvet cover, blanket, fine art print, or something with emotional value, you can follow this strategy. On the other hand, the charm pricing strategy is the best fit for your print on demand non-luxury products like clothing, drinkware, etc. But it excludes premium t-shirt, premium hoodies, and anything that is premium or has emotional value. In my opinion, pricing with fewer syllables is very much tricky. Mostly I experimented with this method with my no sales item, and sometimes I got the result and sometimes not. You can also experiment with your items with this pricing strategy instead of charm pricing. If you want to know how I usually price my own print on demand items, especially for Redbubble, from these three strategies, then I will tell you I don't follow a single strategy for my entire shop. Rather than I use two strategies. For the premium items, I go for prestige pricing, and for other regular items, I go for the charm pricing strategy. In this Excel file, you can see here is my all pricing with profit margin for all Redbubble items. I have also added the prices for prestige pricing, charm pricing strategy in this tab. You can use this file for reference and set your strategy where and when it needs. You can get this file and the file link has been shared in the video description. I'm very much interested to know about your profit margin. Are you following the same profit margin for all of your items, or what is your profit margin? Please let me know this in the comment section of this video. Night out.